This is the first time that I was able to do this. I cut away the lower branches of these Paulownia trees so that below them some light comes in. I hope you can see that. And the sprinklers will also now wet to the left, because now the big leaves are not blocking anymore. And of course this creates biomass and habitat, so that this hedgerow, which essentially it is, can work as intended. So I gain a little bit distance and you can see the effect of this. And next step is now that I will cut away the grasses here in order to make soil. And before I do so, while I am filming and walking in the very tall grass, so you see how tall it is, I can also show you this. So this was supposed to be zucchini, but it's watermelons. And you see, they are there, but unlike the zucchini, there is other stuff. But here from this perspective I can see that the zucchini is actually gaining elevation. It is climbing up on top of the other things. I let it be. There will be watermelons, and we don't need that much anyway. But you see what the effect is. So the pioneer plants there, they are thriving as well. The wobbler is right here, but it's working, so there's nothing to complain. I should also mention that I distributed yesterday a little bit of fertilizer to all these trees. It's not that much, a scoop, but I did this because I want them to grow fast and tall and provide the shade. I did this for all the trees that we have here around and in the farmyard, so that things progress. And of course, a nitrogen fixing soil cover would also be nice. But you do what you have to do in order to achieve the goal of better soil. It's not that we want to be dependent on fertilizer, but I think same way as yeast, instead of a sourdough starter, you can make a bread, you can make soil with some help, and why not? It's not that you automatically become dependent just because you use it to kickstart things. To give you an impression of what I'm cutting away, so this is immediately after cutting, and you saw a little bit of the before. There is the tool, and you can see that the tool is also in the grass. So this is making a lot of biomass that wasn't here before. And the concept is to irrigate and make biomass and then cut. So this is the idea of chop and drop, but of course it needs the irrigation. And like I said before, I am also irrigating the weeds, pioneer species, so that I have something to chop and drop. And I think that definitely works. So this area here is getting pretty nice. And I think this idea to plant something that is edible inside of the grass, that is definitely working out. So I will definitely continue with watermelons and zucchini. And the next batch of zucchini we can certainly grow right here. You know, in between all this, there is no problem. This is the area where I'm hoping to grow grass. As you can see, Right now there's only the cold season grass. There's a little bit of Bermuda grass here, and of course all the other pioneer species are growing. I have some seed, but I need to do a little bit more work here to establish the Bermuda grass. My plan is to put the seed down and then put some dirt from the back, which also is nutritious, on top of it, so that the many birds that we have will not eat the seed before it can germinate, and then of course irrigate on top of it. You see that this is growing. It's soil cover and also helps the soil to change its structure. But of course I want the Bermuda grass so that this area is green during summer and not like it is right now. I finished my trip to the grocery store, and they are going to have more in stock, as I could see. And here is a produce that I was able to obtain. And those are now the regular vegetable size ones. So they're not fully mature and therefore not fibrous. And it makes for a very tasty meal over the next few days, weeks. We partially freeze them and then use them when texture is not so important, and that works out well. I just came here to my grocery shop and I want to harvest a few more zucchini, the smaller ones this time. Let's see what I can find.